Hi, and welcome back to our online lesson. Tonight's lesson is on determining an equation of a line. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to find an equation of a line given the slope and 1 point on the line, or given 2 points on the line. Just to note, you will be filling in the steps on your own by listening to what I say, and you'll be copying down the work that we have for each of our practice problems. So our first one is, what if you're given the slope and the y-intercept? Well, this is the easiest one of them all. So let's say you are given the following information. Let's say you're told that you have a slope of 4 and a y-intercept of -6. When you're given slope and the y-intercept, the only thing you have to do is substitute the slope and the y-intercept in the equation of y equals mx plus b in the slope-intercept form. So since we have slope-intercept form clearly laid out for us that m is slope and b is y-intercept, to write this as an equation, you're just going to substitute 4 for m and -6 for b. So your equation is y equals 4x minus 6. Easy enough. So go ahead and please write the steps on how you would write an equation given the slope and the y-intercept. And now we're going to move on to the second part of our lesson. Alright, now we're going to have a situation where we're given the slope and the x-intercept. For example, we have here slope is equal to -3 and x-intercept is 1/3. Now the x-intercept is just the x-coordinate of a point where a line crosses the x-axis. So for the full ordered pair, this is really 1/3, 0, since the x-intercept would have a value of 0 for y. So for our first step, you want to substitute your slope into the slope-intercept form. So I'm going to put -3 for m and rewrite as -3x plus b. For your second step, now you want to find the value of b. In order to find that, you want to substitute your ordered pair for your x-intercept. So 1/3 is equal to x, 0 is equal to y. So I'm going to substitute 0 for y, 1/3 for x. And then you're just going to simplify this equation and solve for b. So this is 0 is equal to -1 plus b. Therefore, b is equal to +1. And so now that you have your slope and you have your y-intercept, you can rewrite your equation, and that's the final step. Now you just want to substitute these two values into your slope-intercept form, and your equation will be y equals -3x plus 1. So again, the -3 came from the original slope, and 1 was what we received after we found the value of b by substituting the x-intercept. And we are now ready to move on to our last practice problem. And for our last practice problem, we're given a situation where we're given 2 points, and we need to write an equation based on a line passing through those 2 points. For example, here are our 2 points. So the very first step is, obviously you want to fill in your slope-intercept form. So our first step is to find the slope, and we can find the slope by using the slope formula, and that is change in y over change in x. So slope is equal to y1 minus y2, or y2 minus y1, depending on the order you go. So 1 minus 4 and 1 minus 2. So I did y1 minus y2 and x1 minus x2. And slope is -3 over -1, which equals just +3. So slope is equal to 3. That's the first step. For your second step, you now want to substitute your slope into your slope-intercept form. So now you're going to rewrite y equals mx plus b as y equals 3x plus b. And then we repeat the same steps as the previous example. So now that we have our slope, we are going to substitute one of the points given to us, and it doesn't matter if you use this one or if you use this one. You're going to substitute one of these points, their values, their coordinates, into this equation to find b. So I'm just going to use 1, 1. So I substitute 1 for y, 1 for x, and that will be 1 is equal to 3 times 1 plus b. 1 is equal to 3 plus b. Therefore, b is equal to -2. So now I'm ready to write my slope-intercept form because I have my slope and I have my y-intercept. So my complete equation will be y is equal to 3x minus 2. So to recap, we were able to find the equation of a line given slope and y-intercept, given slope and x-intercept, and given 2 points. So on your own, hopefully you were able to write down those steps and include the practice problems. And as for the final question in the form, I asked you what's another term that people call Valentine's Day, and the other term that people sometimes say is Single Awareness Day, since Valentine's Day makes some people realize that they are alone in the world, which is not always a bad thing. All right, if you have any questions, please bring them to class tomorrow, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.